Hey, we're back in Testament of Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, so we did the whole thing with the Samoan necklace, and we found it, but it's a fake. And now some writer for, I don't even remember the newspaper, Farley, I think the writer's name was. He has made up some weird stuff about like, oh, what if Holmes took it? I don't like Holmes. Have fun. But anyways, and it was a fake, and now we're going to some Bishop of Knightsbridge because Holmes has more important things to do in life. So, and right now we are Watson. I hope you're gonna get a coat on, dude. I don't think you're supposed to be walking out just like this. Isn't this a little casual? Oh, okay. So we're going to Diocese, something like that, of Knightsbridge. Ooh, loading screen. Ooh, fancy.
The police? Already? How did you know?
May we see the Bishop of Knightsbridge?
Yes. Yes, of course. But come in.
What has happened, Reverend?
What? I don't know. It was last night, I think. I only just arrived, and I have made this macabre discovery. My God. How horrible. I haven't called anyone. How did you know that?
Holmes, look!
The Bishop, appallingly mutilated.
How dreadful.
Mutilated. And killed. He was such a good man. How could anyone be so brutal? Look at him. He is barely recognizable now. How could any of God's children be responsible for that?
They were evidently unworthy children, Reverend. Now do please try to calm yourself and focus, because we will need your assistance. Do you have any idea as to the motive behind this?
I haven't had time to do an inventory, but nothing appears to have been stolen. And anyway, His Excellency didn't own anything of great value. I don't know what else I can tell you.
Note this down, please, Doctor.
Doctor? But you aren't the police?
No, Reverend. I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson. We are here at the request of the Bishop.
In that case, I must ask you to leave, and not to touch anything. I must get in touch with the authorities without further delay.
Reverend, when the inspectors of Scotland Yard find themselves at a dead end, which they quite often do, I assure you, then they turn to me for help. If you will allow us to continue our investigation, then you shall have the answers to all of your questions.
Out of the question! I don't even know you! I'm going to call the police, whether you like it or not.
It would be better for everyone, Reverend, if you kept your temper. Watson, are you taking notes? This affair promises to be a complex one. Therefore, we must not overlook the slightest detail.
Yes, Holmes. I am keeping a meticulous set of notes. I have created a very clever deduction board. One thing we can be sure of at the moment is that this crime was not for gain. The Reverend has informed us that nothing valuable was stolen, and indeed, it would seem that the Bishop had nothing of any worth to take.
Very good, Watson. Do continue.
Right, make the right deductions based on the facts you have. The Bishop didn't own anything of value, not even in his safe. Okay, cool. Well, oh, that's our deduction board. Oh, this is like for documents. Okay, cool. Oh, you can control Sherlock Holmes. Yes, I did notice that. Okay, what is this?
This stove is filled to overflowing.
Oh. Okay. Hello, body. Nope.
A broken bottle of whiskey. However, the Bishop of Knightsbridge was known for his sobriety.
No. Please, look at the dead dude. Thank you. Oh.
This poor man was tied just below the knees.
To stop him from walking, certainly, but mostly to free his feet.
His feet have been burned.
My first impression is that he wears a size 9 shoe.
You! But what does it matter, Holmes?
I don't know.
A finger. Apparently it doesn't belong to the Bishop of Knightsbridge.
How dreadful.
I just put it in my pocket, you know.
These burns are terrible.
Oof. Someone just burned him to death? That's not very nice. What?
A piece of rope that was used to tie up that poor man.
Okay. Is there anything I want to try not to miss anything. Okay, I think we might possibly be done. I mean, with his legs.
The fingers have been crushed and violently struck.
My God, Holmes, this man was horribly tortured.
Yes, you can say that again.
His forearms have been ripped. Pieces of skin have been torn off. What do you think, Watson?
I'd say that he was eaten alive. Yet I've noticed a curious degeneration of the skin tissue around the wounds.
Okay.
The fingers have been crushed and violently struck.
Yep.
His stomach is covered in scratches. Quite evidently, they weren't made recently.
So, these wounds were not made by his murderers.
Maybe he did some sort of, what is it, like, hurt yourself thing because sins? I'm not really sure how that works. Oh, hello, face.
His chest has been lacerated, I would say, with a very sharp and fine blade.
Okay. Lacerated.
You can see by his expression that he suffered terribly.
His mouth is covered in blood, and I can make out strips of skin between his teeth. My dear friend, everything points to this man having gnawed at his own forearms.
That's unbelievable, Holmes.
Are you sure about that? Okay, have we seen everything? I think so. Okay. No, I think we're done.
Something is missing here.
Oh, yes? And what might that be?
His shoes. Watson, his shoes are missing.
Okay.
A broken file and blood near the neck.
What a strange smell. Phew. Chemical components, I think.
A bottle of whiskey. I can make out fingerprints stained with blood and dirt.
It would seem that the brutes who tortured the bishop to death were intoxicated with alcohol.
Come on, Holmes. No? There we
is
go.
blood on this paperweight. This paperweight was used to crush the victim's fingers.
Okay, that's not very nice. I think we've seen everything here, apparently. Yeah. Okay, good. Stuff's here. There we go.
A whip?
No, it is a discipline for self-flagellation.
Ew.
It's a cilice designed to bruise the person wearing it. The bishop wore it as repentance. This very pious man must have had the habit of mortifying his flesh as a means of repentance.
Well. No, we've already been in here. No, come on. No?
The picture of Peregrine Maitland, commander of the infantry brigade of Her Majesty's Guards at Waterloo.
The Bishop of Knightsbridge has the same name as his ancestor, an illustrious family.
Okay. Oh, hello, severed finger. Rope, broken flask. The bishop's shoes are missing. Torture. The victim was savagely tortured. Penitence. The bishop was mortifying himself. He was used to pain. Bishop resisted torture. He punished himself too severely. He couldn't stand being tortured. I think he resisted torture. Bishop. The bishop gnawed at himself. Whoops, that was not what I wanted to do. Flask. The broken flask has some blood at its top. The murderers made the bishop drink blood. The murderers made the bishop drink the contents of the flask. The murderers tortured the bishop with the broken flask. Oh, I don't know. This seems weird. Wait, the broken flask has some blood at its top. If it's just at the very top, like where you would put it in your mouth, I'm gonna guess they made him drink the contents because if it's only blood where he would, you know, put it in his mouth. Okay, anyways, we've done that. Okay, what is this? What is this?
I need something.
Okay, well,
Reverend,
you don't...
I'm missing something. An implement with which to open this chest. Could you tell me where to find it?
No, go to the devil.
What are you afraid of, Reverend? What is inside the chest?
I'm not afraid of anything. In fact, I do have the necessary implements, but if I have to give them to anyone, it will be to a representative of the law and no one else.
Okay.
Watch where you're putting your feet, Watson. Have you noticed these prints upon the ground?
Well, yes, those muddy marks.
See here, Watson. Footprints can often provide more vital information than the very best of informants.
Yes, if you know how to make them talk, that is.
It's child's play, Watson. We will begin by excluding the contaminating prints, which are yours and mine from where we came in, and those of our dear Reverend who was so impatient to call the police. I need something.
Oh. Okay.
Nothing of interest here. Size 9. Size 9.5. Size 9. Size 9. Size 9. Size 9.5.
Okay.
A fragment of stone. Peculiar. This print came from an expensive pair of shoes, and it seems recent. It is not a laborer's shoe. This print... Hobnail boots like those worn by laborers. Hobnail... Well-worn shoes with an odd pattern on the soles. Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest here.
Okay. I don't know. Are we done? Oh, answer questions. Okay. How many criminals were there? Three.
Perfect. We now know that there were 3 crooks.
I feel so smart. What did the footprints reveal? One man joined those who were already in the room. One man left the room wearing different shoes. One man was carried so as not to leave footprints. All men left the room jumping on one leg. Of course they did. Oh my gosh, how am I supposed to know this? But there were 3 of them. One man left the room wearing different shoes. Wait, I mean, the Reverend's shoes are gone.
Strange but true. One of the crooks was wearing a different pair of shoes when he left here. Therefore, we have 3 men who came in and left again, but one of them was wearing a different pair of shoes from the ones which he came in with.
So, all we have to do is look for a workman who likes Italian shoes.
Yep. Oh, hello.
A surgical scalpel covered in blood. There isn't any doubt. The wounds on the bishop were administered with this scalpel.
Well, that seems very nice.
closed. The veranda door hasn't been forced. Strange. Reverend, might I have the key?
No! You have no authority here. Let me call the police.
Perhaps we should listen to him, Holmes.
Perhaps you should let me get on with this, Watson.
Okay.
This door has not been forced. Where does it lead, Reverend?
To His Excellency's room. There is just a mattress and a stool.
Okay. I'm gonna look at it anyway.
The bishop's bedroom. It is very austere. Nothing in particular here.
It is very, Spartan, as we would say in Swedish, I guess. But yeah, austere. Or whatever. Okay, let's see what we have here. On our board. Is there anything new? Oh, chest. The murderers were unable to open the safe. The murderers came here to kill the bishop. The bishop's murderer got what they wanted. The bishop's murderers didn't get what they wanted. Yeah! Green means good, right? Veranda. The veranda wasn't searched. The murderers were looking for something. Bishop didn't own anything of value. The murderers got the wrong person. The bishop took the murderers by surprise. I think they were looking for something specific. Shoes. One of the murderers left in different shoes. One of the murderers is a member of the clergy. One of the murderers left wearing the bishop's shoes. The murderers threw the bishop's shoes away. I think they left with them. One of the murderers sells shoes. The murderers are poor. One of the murderers came back for shoes. I'd say they're poor. The bishop's murderers were hired by someone. The murderers searched for the bishop's shoes. Yeah, they totally went there to torture him just to get his shoes. They wanted to steal from the bishop. I'd say they were hired by someone.
It is evident that the Bishop of Knightsbridge's killers were after something specific, and that they did not find it. Reverend, I shall ask you one more time. Open the chest. The item they were seeking must still be inside. It is unlikely that they will let this matter rest. They will most certainly return to finish what they started.
And I'm telling you once more, the chest is locked and shall remain so.
Very well. We have reached an impasse. You are a stubborn man, Reverend. Watson, accompany our friend to the police station and return with Inspector Baines. Baines and no one else. I shall wait for you here. Go. Alone at last. Now I can continue my investigation.
Whee! Okay. Oh, I just realized what happened in the, Oh, what's this? Elementary! It seems you share my love of all that is bizarre. You recovered the Samoan necklace. Well done. I just realized that there's something in the top right corner. I didn't realize it was there before.
I am missing some information.
Yes, I guess you are. Okay. Whoa, stop it, camera. Oh, it has to... Oh, it has to, like, load? Okay. Can I get in here?
This lock should be easy to pick.
Ooh!
Let's see.
Lock picking. Probably not with my thumb, though. Or the severed
This
thumb.
lock should be easy to pick. Let's see. This lock...
What do I pick it with?
I need something. This lock should be easy to pick. Let's see.
Yes. Are you gonna do it?
This lock I need... This lock
So you're not gonna do it? I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. No, okay, I guess I'll continue using all the items I have. The stone?
I need something.
Scalpel?
I need something.
Okay, is there something I'm missing here that I need? Oh, maybe I should go home and get some lockpicking
Alone
stuff.
at last. Now I can continue my investigation. Alone.
No. No. No, we're not doing that. Oh, hello.
It is impossible to get out.
Okay. So how do I pick the lock? there anything here? Oh, I could pick this up.
This metal rod is for fastening the chilies.
Okay, maybe I can use that. Yes, there we go. Oh, figured it out. Here we go.
This lock should be easy to pick. Let's see.
Please, yes. Okay, what do I do? I rotate. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh! Okay. And I select. Oh! No. No.
There we are. It is simplicity itself.
Haha! Yes!
There isn't anything much in this room. It must be used as a reading or meditation room.
Yeah, we're in.
An ink stain, quite fresh. This stain is just on the edge of the rug. Let's see. There is nothing on the floor, yet the ink must have soaked through the rug.
Maybe it didn't happen in this room. Or on the other side.
An ink stain. This inkwell was tipped over recently. The ink stain on the floor comes from the ink on the rug, but they are not in the same place. Someone has moved the rug recently. That is curious. There is something strange on the floor. Certain stones have been marked out, just like a chessboard. That is curious. There is something strange on the I need something.
Okay. I would just try everything, I guess.
That is... I need...
Okay, so maybe not anything of what I have. Oh, here's something I can pick up. What is this?
Apparently someone wanted to hide this statue.
That's what we need!
This horse resembles a large chess piece.
Take it. Take it.
There is a message underneath this statue. Let's see.
What a lack of imagination. Use your passion for chess. The last square on which the knight will place himself after having covered all the others will be the right one. I love you.
This message was written by a woman, but for whom was it intended? Interesting, this chess game.
Alrighty. Is there anything else I can look at in here? No? Alright, let's try it. Where's my horse? There it is. Okay, let's try it. Oh, it starts there. Okay. We can go here. Oh, we can go here, maybe. Usually do this random. Oh, you can go there. You can go there. You just want to fill up all the tiles, you know. There. I meant there, okay? Ooh.
That's not right. Start again.
Aww. I didn't know you could lose. Okay, that's cool. I have to think. Okay. That's interesting. Logical. If you're gonna use it as some kind of lock, but, you know. I wonder if the floor actually changes colors. That would be kind of cool. Okay, where can you go now? You can actually go there too. Oh, this is not good.
That's not right. Start again.
It was closer. It was closer. Do 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 do. This might take a while. Probably. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I mean, they're gonna be at the police station forever. Oh, oh, oh. Ooh, I can only go that way. I'm pretty stuck again, yeah.
That's not right.
Very interesting. Okay, can we do it in some more, I don't know, sort of symmetrical fashion? That might work. I don't know. Now I'm not really getting it symmetrical.
That's not right. Start again.
That was even worse. Oh my gosh. We're gonna be here until it works. Do do do. Okay, how do I get to that one? Okay.
That's not right. Start again.
Aww, just doing worse and worse. Oh my gosh. It's almost cute, but not quite. But not really. Ah. Now we're doing it symmetrical though. For a little while. No, still symmetrical. Can I go? Oh, I can go anywhere. Okay, good. Now it's not symmetrical though.
That's not right. Start again.
I can't actually skip the puzzle, but I don't know. I don't want to, really. Okay, we're gonna do it a little bit more and then I'll have to skip it. Do 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 do. Oh, now I accidentally made it symmetrical again. Oopsie. I don't know if that's a good idea though. Maybe it's good to have the middle open. I don't know. Okay, what's happening now? So I can go there or there. I can go there. I can go there. And I can go here. I can go there. And 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 then we can go to the middle.
This last piece should
Told
be the
ya.
good one. It will have to be pulled free. I need something.
Told ya.
I need something.
Yes, I didn't mean the matches. 24th April, my love, what a beautiful spring, and what a marvelous day, our dear youngest child's birthday. Every moment is so precious as our child blossoms, and without a doubt he will soon be talking. I'm sure that his first words will be for you. He misses you so much, as do I. Are you sure you cannot get away on Sunday after Vespers? I thought that... 14th of September. My darling, I know that you think I am insistent, but we absolutely must legitimize our union. We cannot live in sin all our lives. It was April, now it's September. 3rd of March. Rest assured, my dear, that I understand your position is not easy, but have you thought about ours, the children's and mine? And I cannot allow our children's future, okay, it's not just one child, to be compromised. Think about it, my love. What is a so-called scandal next to the well-being of your family? We must become husband and wife legally to finally form a real Millie, there was nothing more there.
A packet of letters addressed to the Reverend. They were written by a woman who mentions his illegitimate children. Their affair isn't official. Perfect. I have you now, my wayward Reverend.
Hoopsie doopsie, Reverend.
Ah, Watson, you were gone a terribly long time, and Inspector Baines isn't with you.
I'm afraid not, Holmes. We were unable to find him.
Dr. Watson would not allow me to contact any inspector other than this Baines. What manners! I am a man of the church.
My dear Reverend, I notice that you are a chess lover. I trust you will excuse me, but I am never able to resist the appeal of a half-finished game.
You are an expert at chess. Very well, then. What do you want now?
As you might have guessed, resolving your small chess problem has allowed me to discover some very interesting letters.
Letters? What do they say?
Reverend, why hide these letters here and run the risk of the bishop finding them?
Holmes, what's in the letters?
Not now, Watson.
Where else could I have hidden them? My own chambers are too austere. They could offer no cover. I knew, however, that His Excellency, may he rest in peace, would not notice my game.
The contents of the Bishop of Knightsbridge's chest interest me greatly. Give me the elements you hold, Reverend.
Out of the question.
Corruption, blackmail, threat. I'm not gonna blackmail him. Corruption? I don't know.
With the bishop no more, you are therefore the apostolic director of the diocese, are you not?
Well, yes, but only until someone else is appointed.
I am certain that the Honourable Bishop of York, whom I have the privilege of knowing well enough for him to listen to what I have to say, would recognise your qualities for the post.
If I receive new responsibilities, it will be through my faith and devotion, nothing else.
Oh. Okay.
Do you understand that you are the prime suspect in this terrible murder?
What? But that's ridiculous.
Think for one moment, who profits from this crime?
Not me.
I think so, yes. With the Bishop of Knightsbridge no longer here, you are now the apostolic director of the diocese, are you not?
Yes, until another incumbent is appointed, but...
A position which should logically come to you. The police will not overlook that.
They will never believe you.
But of course they will. Do not forget who I am, Reverend.
You are odious. Here are the stems that you were looking for. You have won.
Evidently, as I always do. What are you able to tell us about the Bishop of Knightsbridge's last days? Did anyone come to visit him? Did he seem worried, anxious? Do not omit the smallest detail.
His nephew came to see him yesterday at His Excellency's request. I found this visit a little peculiar because the young man rarely visits his uncle.
Do you know why that might be? Were they on bad terms?
I don't think so. It's rather a consequence of his work. The young man is employed within the archive section of the Royal Library, which doesn't leave him with a lot of free time.
Do you know the reason for his summons?
No, but the conversation was very heated. It only lasted for a few minutes and ended with the nephew in a terrible rage.
Interesting.
I've answered your questions. Will you now let me contact the authorities?
I'm afraid not, Reverend. Not just yet. All right, now we can open the safe.
Or will we? Or will we? Ooh, look at those pegs. No, we will not. We will do that in the next episode. I'm so funny. Ooh. Save. Okay, so we're gonna do that next episode because we're way over time because that puzzle took a lot of time. But we solved it. Yay. Okay, so playing Testament Sherlock Holmes, as you can see. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you later.